Take that one for us, because he tries to say, oh, I'm just a school teacher. Shucks, you know. You're trying to be the second in line to be the president of the United States.
We need to count on you to be the vice president, right, if we're voting for you. And he can't play this folksy game very much longer. And by the way, it was a pathetic excuse coming from the wife of a veteran service member who almost lost his life on the battlefield, who was blinded in Afghanistan, watching Walz over-exaggerate and lie. And believe me, this happens a lot. You know, he's not the only one. We've seen people like him, my husband and I, who pretend that they were in the battle, in the thick of it. When you ask a few more questions, you find out. Now, is that stolen valor? I'm not sure. I don't want to cross that line, you know, with him. He did serve in the National Guard. I don't want to take that away from him. But I think that over-exaggeration to get votes really disqualifies him, and it really shows a lack of character. So he can pretend to be the folksy, you know, guy all he wants. I think people see right through it. I know I did.
Griff, I want to play this quote. This is Quentin Fulks, who's the Harris-Walz spokesperson. Listen to what he has to say, and we'll respond after that.
What you're going to see is a contrast between a skilled politician, a slick talker, somebody who openly admits that he is willing to say whatever to make the case to the American people. And on the other side with Governor Walz, a public school teacher who knows what Americans are going through.
All right, let's get some facts straight here, Griff. First of all, Tim Walz was first elected in 2006 when J.D. Vance was actually serving in the military. J.D. Vance took office in 2023. So who's the politician and who's not? There's a difference of, what, 17 years there?
You point something out there, and I feel bad because I beat up on this guy in the last segment, but I do think that he's not helping his candidate by lowering the bar so much. By the way, I just hope that Jim Gaffigan will come back on Saturday Night Live this coming weekend to play Walz again, because he was lit. He was so good doing it on Saturday night. But at the end of the day, you know, I think this strategy now of lowering the bar for your candidate really doesn't work anymore. It's like an old, you know, trick that used to maybe get people to not like look for, oh gosh, he's not doing so good, but he's an underdog. I think really what you're going to see is two very different styled politicians going at it. And to J.D. Vance's credit, he is, way before he was picked, he would go on to CNN, MSNBC. He would go in the Lion's Den. Yeah. That's part of what Trump liked about him. And we haven't seen Walz doing tough interviews. I don't think I've seen him on Fox News doing a sit down.
Two quick things before we go. First of all, I think they brought the bar down for Kamala Harris, too, when she was debating Donald Trump. So if she didn't face plant, then it was a win for them. And that's how they spun it as they walked away from it. Second, you know, they plucked me from Fox Business to be here tonight. That is my day job. And ultimately, Tim Walz, and I hope they ask him about this, he's going to have to answer for the economy in Minnesota, all the policies he implemented during COVID, how he devastated people's lives there, and he basically took that state down. That's an example of who Tim Walz is.
If I had a question, by the way, I would say, Governor Walz, why did you raise the tax 100% on Zen? I'm not going to let that go. I said something about that on this show before. It's just ridiculous he did that as governor.
Well, and I think one of the other topics they're going to bring up, when the riots happened there in Minnesota for 3 days, he didn't call out the National Guard. And in his own words, he said it was an abject failure. That will surely come up.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.